Like, where was your mindset after that?
After that, when when I met with the trick the first time, went back to, you put me back in the Uber. We went back. I went back to the crib. He came back downstairs and got me, and I'm like, he's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Then he kept texting, so I'm like, "Is this what the fuck I gotta do?" So this is what he said to me. He asked for the money, and I gave it to him. Then he was like, "Where's the rest?" I showed him and gave me only 100 back. I said, "Is it not all my money?" He said, "No." He said, "No, it's all goes to me." Yeah, he took all the money, only leave me with 100.
Damn. So hold on. So you made 200. He left you with half.
No, I made it more money because he kept like sending me out to meet with other people, and
Oh, damn.
all the money he only gave me back 100 back. So basically, you could say like a 600, like in total like 600. You feel me? And you only give me 100. So out of all them dates, you only give me 100 back.
Okay, so the comments are wondering, okay, because I see that you're keys to the streets now. I didn't know that you were keys. So I guess you recently must have joined. So I guess what I'm wondering is, in the comments, want to know, did Brandon pressure you to press charges on Polly behind the scenes? Because the reason why I'm asking is because Brandon is known to do that. He pressured Leah into making up a whole story about Polly got raping her or some type of bullshit.
No,
So did Brandon have anything to do with this?
Brandon didn't do anything. Brandon didn't do anything. I'm just in his family. He didn't do anything.
Okay, I got you. No, I just had to ask because I was also I know who Brandon is. I used to be in his family. It was just 2 weeks, but I know he do a lot of like storylines. But I believe you. I don't think it wouldn't make sense. I don't think it would benefit. It wouldn't be beneficial. You're not even a host for real. Like you told me,
Exactly.
you're not really a host. Thank you, Mezzy. She not really like she's in Polyguy's agency, I think, or something, right? You said you didn't want to.
I don't be on live like that. I'm just in Brandon. I'm not agency, family.
Okay, got you. So she not in Brandon agency. She's in Brandon's family. So I don't believe it would benefit him, but who knows? Anyways, moving on. So what led you to the point where you wanted to like just wake it up all on him? It's a reason why you just decided like now, like look, I'm about to get his bitch Sandy arrested. I'm about to do all this and that because he's basically putting it out there that you're jealous. That he's in love with Sandy. He chose Sandy over you. How do you
Oh,
feel
that
about all of that?
first of all, he's lying because when we all was in the house together, he don't even show Sandy no love. He called this girl bitch, whore, all that shit, dumb bitch, everything in the book. And then he called her black faggot bitch, all that shit. But you love her, and he literally be with me more. So how the fuck can I be jealous? I didn't. I'm the one that left them. You want to know the truth, Charlie? I left them. They try to leave me stranded in Jersey because I'm from Jersey. So me and Sandy, first, let me tell you how it started. Me and Sandy was in Connecticut, right? She went to New York City because she kept doing her business and stuff. Because remember after the situation when he first had got his anthem fucked up from the cops jumping out the window and shit. So when the cops first came out,
Pause, y'all. I corrected myself. I made a mistake and said she wasn't a host, but then I turned around and said she's in Polygod's agency. So that would mean she's a host. So it was no need for her to correct that. But go ahead, love.
yeah. So you remember on like February 2nd when I think you did an interview with him and he said, "Oh, Beagle people do this to his hands and shit." It was not no Beagle people. The cops had came and kicked in the hotel door, and he jumped through the window. They had to me and Sandy that night. Yeah, they took me and Sandy that night. So like I said, the same detective that is working on my case, she the one was here too. They took me and Sandy that night and stuff. We basically got arrested, but somebody didn't really got arrested. Basically, she said they just did
So
that, but they
they
won't.
just questioned y'all. It was just a question, basically.
Yeah, yeah, it was just a question for me. She asked everything. At first, I was lying to the detective because I still had care for him. You feel me? She was like, "Who was that in the room?" I'm like, my boyfriend. He's not there no more." She's like, you're lying. She's like, I know who it was. She's like, it's Willie Pritchard. Where is he now? I'm like, I don't know.
Oh,
So they already know who he was. I'm like, I don't know where he was. She's like, he was just in the room. Where do you think he go? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. So then she just literally put her pen down and everything. She looked at me. She's like, you're lying. She said, you know who I am? I'm like, no. I'm like, how the fuck can I know who you are? You feel me? I'm looking at her. I'm like, no, I don't know who you are. She like, we spoke on the phone before. She like, remember when you told me about the situation when you met a guy on Craigslist and all of that shit? I was like, fuck. That's it. I was like, fuck. She already figured out who the fuck I was, so she know who he was, and she know who Sandy was. And basically, she told me Sandy tell her that when I came to them, I was already doing the 3 or 4 shit. That I'm the one that bring them in the game and shit like that. Like, how the fuck can I do that? Yeah, that's
so how do you feel about him saying you're an informant? Like you literally, he feels like you set him up completely. Like that's what is, I guess that's what it's giving. And how do you feel about like, I guess this perception now? People gonna label you as, I guess, a snitch because you're in the streets. Like they think like being in the streets is different. Y'all have a different code. No matter what type of street job it is, you still in the street. So you have a different type of code you live by. You get what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that?
honestly, I don't care anyone calling me a snitch or nothing, because it's not no fucking snitching. If they be with that nigga and they see how that nigga treat a female, hitting that female every fucking second, that nigga hit me when I was pregnant and everything too. So I don't give a fuck what anyone's saying. When I was fucking pregnant, Paulie hit me in my fucking face. He pushed me against a fucking brick wall and punched me up. He trying to cut me up and feed me to Dior.
Mm.
He did all that shit to me.